Hello, Internet! Welcome to real life. Quick question. What are you doing here? Don't you know I'm just going to be sitting here thinking out loud? Who wants to hear that? I don't even want to hear it. Who wants to hear that? Who wants to hear someone thinking? It's nasty business. Ugly. There's something I wanted to talk about for a long while, or think about really. I thought about it some more today. The idea of my relationship with YouTube, and with your participation, perhaps we can mediate and find some kind of solution. Specifically, as a content creator on YouTube, that makes my relationship with YouTube really weird. So, how I break it down is consume versus create. You either watch YouTube or you make YouTube, right? Me personally, one of the biggest problems in my life simply is I watch way too much YouTube. And I know there's a lot of things we do that aren't like, that we are less than optimal and like, I probably shouldn't watch so much. But no, I think it's actually, frankly, one of the biggest detriments in my life is just watching too much YouTube. It's funny because 10, 15 years ago, how old am I? How old was I? 15 years ago when I started watching YouTube, that was after the advent of TV, watching TV with the family, and the adage was always, too much YouTube will rot your brain, or sorry, too much TV will rot your brain. Like, well, I'll just watch short little videos on YouTube instead. That's not so bad. YouTube consumption is kind of analogous to food. TV was like an hour or two of like a show, and then YouTube was like, oh, it's like 10 minutes. Oh, that's nothing. And it reminds me of a Jim Gaffigan joke where he talks about how, I'm going to ruin the joke, but the idea is instead of eating a muffin, we trick ourselves into eating a bunch of these tiny mini muffins. Like, oh, they're so small, they can't be bad for you. I'll just have like 20 of them and it's fine. Anyway, so it's funny because I keep scaling. Like now the thing is TikTok, I guess. And so that's like, or Vine, I guess, was at one point, 5 seconds, right? And you go, oh, I'll just watch like 5 seconds. It's not a big deal. Well, quite cynically, but I also think kind of literally it's the same thing. Whatever screen you're watching, however small those segments are, how many bites you have, it's still food you're still consuming. So something I might come back to is certainly there is something as too much. Certainly there is a limit to what too much is. I don't know what that is, but I determined that I watch too much partly because I did something that no one wants to do. I took like an honest evaluation of myself or my day and I went, where does most of my time go? Surely it's productive stuff, right? No, objectively, on average throughout the week, it's watching YouTube. And if I thought about it for a long time, that probably would make me really sad to like take a third person's perspective and look at myself and go, what does this NPC do? Like, well, this one just watches YouTube, sits and watches the screen all day. Like, damn. That's less than desirable. But anyhow, I recognized that was a problem or something I wanted to change. So I thought, well, I don't know that I have the mental fortitude to say no more YouTube ever. And I also don't think that's the solution. So I was like, okay, let me make one little like concession, adjustment, reduce something. Let me just do the minimum. The minimum would be you can't watch YouTube if you're just going to sit down and just watch YouTube. Just that one little stipulation. So I did that, and just keep in mind, that's still a lot of YouTube. I can put YouTube on if I'm working on something over here and it's on the background, I can glance at it. If I'm watching it with a friend, specifically to watch YouTube. When I was at work, love listening to YouTube. It's a good comfort. So still a lot of YouTube, but still, apparently, even cutting out that small amount, I'd sit down and I go, wait, no, I can't just do that. I can't shoot. Then I have to go find something else to do. Even that small concession, which again, that was maybe 20% of my YouTube, maybe. That was kind of tough. I was like, oh no, I don't like that I'm apparently so dependent on YouTube. But the inverse, or the flip side of that, was I became a lot more productive, alternatively, and fulfilled. If I wasn't playing a video game or something else that was kind of the same thing. Work on music, write something, read a book. Like, oh, okay, cool. I feel less bad. I was thinking of something, I can't remember what it was, but something else in my notes when I was thinking about this before is, I don't know about you, but most of my time on YouTube always is spent just scrolling, just looking for something to watch. It'd be one thing if I had like a series or something, like, oh, I want to know what happens next, and I tune in for that. No, I just sit down, I go to the watch page, and I just, this, you know? Which, how different is this from TV? Going through channels, looking for something to watch. I don't know if it is necessarily better than going to YouTube to watch a specific thing, but that's certainly the least optimal way to watch something, is just hoping that you find something to whatever, kill time, placate you, entertain you, take your mind off of something, help you chillax. I remember I made a poll on my YouTube, the community tab. I asked how much of your time, or that's what it was. It was something like how many videos or how many times you have to refresh the watch page until you can find a video you want to watch. It seemed to be a very common thing. It seems that most people, I don't know if this is true, do what I do, and they just, I'm here looking for something to watch, not I have something, or so many things, which is so strange. You'd think with YouTube having all these videos, and certainly there are a ton of videos that I would potentially to watch, I'll never know about them, I'll never find them. And do I want to watch them all? No, I can't watch them all. So anyway, it's strange, and it seems kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of pointless in a way. That's what it was. It's in my notes. It says, I got rid of social media a few years ago, but endlessly scrolling on YouTube isn't much better. Yeah, so if I stop watching YouTube, it's not like I can just go get on my phone and do stuff. I don't do anything on my phone other than YouTube, besides clerical, literal stuff. Notes, calendar, weather, camera for video. I don't take pictures really, because I'm a guy. I don't think guys do. I don't care. It's a whole other thing. Moral story is, without YouTube, or maybe a video game, which I don't play much, I got no reason to sit in front of a screen, so it kind of forces me to get up. That's one reason why YouTube is like the worst thing for me, because it's the one thing that keeps me just staring at a screen. Okay, let's get into consume versus create, or consumer versus creator. I am a creator too. So based on the things I just said, and since I personally struggle with watching too much YouTube, and certainly some other people do too, I have some kind of, what would you call that, awareness of the fact that if I make videos, I could be contributing to that problem. There's so much stuff to watch. Frankly, I don't think anything I've made needs to be seen. I'd like it if you did, and you'd probably be happy if you did. It's, you know, it's like cake. You know, you could live your whole life without eating cake, but you should maybe have some cake, some. Anyway, again, analogous to food. The point is, I'm kind of aware of the fact that, and I am personally biased, sensitive to the fact that if I'm uploading stuff, I'm not convinced it's necessarily a good thing. That's the negative side of it. On the other side, again, as a consumer, there are YouTubers that I love. I will listen to them or watch them regardless. It can be a real comfort. And I love those YouTubers who get me through work, who I can listen to or watch at the end of the day, or, oh, that person uploaded a new video. It's really fun. It's really nice. And in the nicest way possible, it's like having a friend. You know what I mean? Like if you're like really used to having, I guess the term is parasocial, but if you're used to this person, you kind of know what they're like, and you look forward to hearing and seeing them. So anyway, on that side, it's good. And I've said in one form or another, I would love to be that person for people. I'd love to be the person you could listen to or watch and go, oh yeah, what's Walter? Which side of his butt cheek did he scratch today? Oh, that's good to know. Whatever, however dumb or important whatever I'm doing is or isn't, is beside the point. It's just to be a comfort to people, because YouTubers are a comfort to me. I want to make things that make people happy, vague term, whatever happiness is. But I do think that's a good thing to a degree. And again, like with consumption, certainly there is a limit to how much is okay. I don't think I need to say this, but you could watch a YouTuber too much. You could care about a YouTuber too much. You could basically be a fangirl or fanboy, and like, too much exists. I don't think anyone is that to me, but as long as I am someone you could watch, that potential to be too much or a detriment in somebody's life is possible. So I'm always kind of aware of, you know, I don't want to be a problem or make things worse in some way. So, all that to say, I really like making videos, and I'm gonna make videos forever, because I have made videos forever, because I like it. Ever since I got a hold of a VHS, I was like, oh. So, and you know, to say that no one should ever watch YouTube is to kind of say videos are just inherently bad, but I don't believe that at all. I think it's an art form and it's very cool. At the same time, video can't replace real life. That's kind of what I mean in a way when I started saying my intro as of the past while. I say, hello internet, welcome to real life. I want to get into that. That's its own little, I might save that for another think out loud piece. But the point is, I don't think internet, YouTube, video, yeah, it's a good delineation. Internet, YouTube, video is any substitute for real life. So if you can, time would be better spent. That's a question. I'm going to say yes. I just thought to myself, is there any difference between watching a video of a play or sitting in an audience and watching that play? I'd say if one is better than the other, certainly it's real life. Why? Well, because maybe you can try to answer this for yourself. I think it's better. There are more senses being involved, aside from the fact that you're in an actual social environment with other people. Video, quite cynically, and basically is just not a delineation, but a compression, a piece. It's a piece. It's less than. Real life is obviously like whole food. Video is like a product, and you can eat a product. McDonald's McDouble isn't food, it's a product. That being said, I love that product. The point is, I think most of us would agree, real life is the whole grains to eat from, whatever. So, yeah, real life is preferable, but there is I think, has to be a use or an appropriate way to consume video, YouTube, internet. I don't know what that is. And I'm in an interesting place because I'm on both sides. I'm a consumer and I am a creator. Oh, the camera just stopped and I just caught it. Okay, it says my phone is full of storage. No more room left. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video. What I was saying is, I do wanna know what you guys think, specifically as consumers. If you have some kind of awesome insight into, hey creator, you should consider this, that'd be good to know. I am literally limited because I have like a minute or two before the phone gets full of video again. Anyway, that's something I've been dealing with, thinking about. Let me know what you think, please. This has been good for me. Was it good for you? I think I'm gonna start ending these videos out because it's so stupid. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. I hope you're all doing well and being good, and I'll see you later. I'm thinking about saying you'll see me later, but I haven't decided that. Anyway, bye.